feels like I just filmed a moving video, and that's because, or moving and packing video, and that's because we've only been in our rental house. It'll be almost 7 months since we sold our last house and moved here, but our new house is ready to move in, the one that we've been building. If you've been following along, you've seen lots of updates on our house that we have been building, and you guys know that my husband has been doing most of the work himself, and so he had said as soon as we had a kitchen and 1 bathroom, we were going to move in because it would be easier for him to work on the house once we move there, because it's so much easier just to be like on site. So we are packing up this week and we are moving this weekend into our new home. I'm going to be showing you guys a tour of the house of what we have right now. It's looking so great. All the lights are up, the floors are done, everything is painted, the kitchen's finished, 1 full bathroom complete, and it's really looking great. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm gonna show you the process of us moving in and kind of figuring out where things are gonna go in the new house. But this week, it is going to be a busy week of moving. So I'm gonna get started and get going on 1 room at a time. All right, 1 little tip, if you are moving or in need of boxes, we went up to our local Walmart and went to the bakery section and just asked them to hold boxes. So this was just from, we went on a Friday and then we went and picked them up on a Monday, and they gave us enough boxes to literally pack up our whole house. So you'll see a bunch of donut boxes and bread boxes. It was super nice and it was completely free. And so if you are wanting to move or need boxes and you don't want to buy them, you should try that because it worked out really well. The hardest part about moving week, and I remember this the last time, is trying to decide which areas are okay to pack up in advance. So obviously I don't want to do my kitchen or my bathroom or clothes because we're gonna need that all week. But this little room here is kind of an extra room, kind of a playroom. And so I'm getting into here and emptying this one out. I'm going to be kind of cleaning as I go the best I can, so then whenever we leave our rental home, it is completely clean. And so I'm going to work in this room. And there's also a big closet in this room that I keep all of my DIY stuff in, for all the different soaps and cleaners and things like that I make, and also a few bathroom things, because there's a bathroom in this room too, and it's very, very small. And so I'm going to be packing up this whole room today. So today I'm going to try to pack up this whole room, this closet, and try to get it clean. I'm just trying to do 1 room at a time so it's not super overwhelming. The only downside to being a DIYer and having a blog with all of that on there is the amount of stuff that I have. If you have a good place to store it, it's no big deal, but it's a lot when you have to move. So hopefully the plan is that this will be our last move. I'll never have to box this stuff up again, but for now it's going to be quite the job. midst of packing, I want to take a quick break to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Merryfield. As you guys know, I love to make lots of healthy recipes from scratch, and eating healthy can be expensive sometimes, but Merryfield can help with that because it is a free app that makes it easy and fun to save money on healthy brands. Merryfield is a completely free app that rewards users for shopping for better for you brands. You simply shop, scan your receipt, and automatically earn points for the healthy products you bought. You can even link your Whole Food or Instacart account for automatic point earnings. Points are redeemable for gift cards from Starbucks, Amazon, Adidas, Target, and so many other retailers, so you'll definitely be able to find something that you love. And they have popular brands on the app, include Applegate, Amy's, Bragg's, Mary Ruth's. Those are some of my favorite, but they have so many more, so it makes it really easy to earn points. So if you guys are ready to try out Merryfield, you can download the app to get rewarded with gift cards for buying healthier option brands for you. I have a link down in my description box below, or you can use my QR code here on the screen. Another thing that I remember from moving the last time, and I am finding it again this time, is that you have this really big job that needs to be done, but all the same normal household things need to be done too, like cooking and cleaning and laundry and caring for the kids. So just on top of all of the normal things that I have to do, I have to try to find time to pack up a whole house. So like I said, it is such a busy week, and I'll be so thankful when we're finished. We put up the Christmas tree in this house not knowing if we were going to be here or at the new house for Christmas. I didn't go crazy on decorating. I literally just hung up the stockings and put the tree up with a few ornaments. But this video is coming out, I know, after Christmas, but we did move before Christmas. So we are packing up the tree, and I was totally thinking like I'm just gonna be a Grinch and not put it back up. But the kids convinced me. So one of the first things we did when we got to the new house was set the tree back up. They decorated it, and you know, I'm really glad that we did, because I don't know why I would think that it would be okay to have Christmas with all these little ones without having a tree. So unfortunately, I did have to put it up, take it back down, and re-put it up, and we'll have to take it back down again. But the kids really wanted to do that, and I totally understand. And like I said, I'm really glad that we did. All right, so we're on day 2 of packing. Let's see, what is it? 4 days out from moving. I always struggle, like whenever I did this just a few months ago, about like what I should actually pack, and because it's such a big job and I feel like I should be working on it constantly, but then I don't want to pack anything too soon. I have to like dig back through boxes. So I keep thinking through each day. I'm like, okay, what can I get done today that's like things that we don't really use too much? and then packing those things. Obviously I'm gonna wait for the kitchen and like clothes and things till like the last day, but today I am in our room here, and this closet behind me is like a big bookshelf, and so I'm going to work on packing up all of the books and things because I don't think we'll need any of that in the next few days. No one's gonna have time to do any reading. It's gonna be like full blown just packing. So I think it'll be safe to get this closet packed up, and then I'm going to head up to our second bathroom. There was something else I was gonna do. Obviously I left out like toothbrushes and toothpaste. I'm kind of thinking like what you would leave out if you were going on vacation for a week, and then everything else can go in boxes. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna get to today. We have so many books, and there was never really a great place to put them in this home. You can see that these are like double stacked, some are like triple stacked, so we couldn't really even see all what we had. So I am really excited to get some bookshelves and kind of organize these books way better. In our last house, we had them in a really good spot, and so I'm hoping that in the new house I can find a really great way to organize books, because some of my kids are getting so much bigger and starting to love to read, and I want it to be very easy for them to find the different books that they want. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to, is being able to spread these out to get them much more organized and easy to see of what we actually have. To be able to take it with us to the farm.
Wait a minute. Can I read this one?
Put it in here. We'll read it whenever we get to the farm, remember?
Yeah.
What would you have Let's do it for dinner.
So I need that phone. Not doing anymore now. Should I just keep going?
So after I finish packing the books, I'm moving up to this bathroom, and I'm just going to completely pack this bathroom up, clean it, and have it done and ready to go. We don't really have too much in this bathroom. There is a little closet that I'm gonna have to get into, but for the most part, it is not that much. I actually already had some things in boxes in here that I never even really unboxed from the last move, which tells me I should probably just get rid of it, because if I didn't need it in the past 7 months, I probably don't need it at all. And so that's another thing that I like to do whenever I'm moving, and something that I did a few days before packing is I did a lot of decluttering and just trying to get rid of the things that I know for sure we don't need, so I don't have to pack any extra junk. I always keep a stash of unopened essential oils. They make a really easy gift. If you ever like have a gift for someone that you forget about or something, you can easily just give some oils. So that's what was in that little shelf there. And then I went under, we have a closet underneath our stairs where we kind of were storing all of our games and like board games and cards and things like that. And so I got in there and I'm packing up those as well, you know, again, thinking through all the things that I don't think we'll need here in the next few days. Thank you. In this house, we didn't really have a laundry room. I had my washer and dryer like through that white door there that leads into my kitchen in there. And then there was this shelf that was already here hanging on the wall. So I kept some of my like laundry things here on this shelf. It was a pretty convenient place. And so I am packing up as much as I can out of this area as well. All right, so we are just a few days from moving, and I'm actually in my kitchen today. I'm not gonna like pack up things that we use, but I'm gonna work on my hutch, and also this curtain behind me I'm gonna take down. I have, I'm gonna put the rod that's there in my closet. We're actually going to the farm today. I have so much cleaning to do to get all the dust out and things before we start like putting down rugs and furniture and all the things. So I'm going to bring mine and my husband's hanging clothes. Obviously there's nothing in the closet, so I'm gonna use this bar here in my closet to hang those clothes on. So those are the few things I'm gonna try to get done today, along with all the cleaning. And then I will get to like the actual kitchen side probably tomorrow. Let's see, it's Thursday, Friday. We have 2 more full days after today until we actually are moving. So I don't want to do it too soon because I still know I'm gonna have to like cook lots of meals. This curtain was so nice. It was kind of my way of being able to separate my laundry and pantry from my kitchen. I think it just added a little pretty touch, and most of the times it was open, but if I wanted to not see that, I would kind of close it a little bit and separate that area. So I was just trying to kind of create a makeshift little room without adding any extra, you know, this is a rental home, so I didn't want to do any type of like renovations or put holes in the wall or anything. I did hang up a few picture frames, but those were just where nails were already hanging. The only thing that we actually hung in this home was one mirror and our TV. So my husband will obviously have to take that down, do some like puttying and sanding and painting to fix those spots. But the rest of the spots were just little areas where there was already nails, so I could add a few pictures around the home. I originally bought this hutch for a wall in my kitchen in the new house that we're building. And so when we first moved to this house, this was actually sitting in our barn over at our farm where our new house is currently being built. And then I realized I needed a little extra storage here. So we did end up bringing it here, and it worked really well in this spot. And I'm able to fit so much in it. So I'm really glad that I did. But I'm excited to get it to the place where I originally planned for it to be, because I think it's going to look so pretty there. When I'm packing, I always leave out all of the towels and blankets and even little like throw pillows, and that works really well for packing up glass. All right, so we are 2 days out from moving, and so I am going to actually start in the kitchen. I have a ham in the oven, a whole ham, and I have still a bunch of potatoes. So I was thinking we could just do like ham and potatoes for lunch today and tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we're actually gonna be going out to dinner. And so I think I'm pretty much done with cooking other than leaving out just like a couple of things. And so I'm going to start in the kitchen. I'm gonna start on my, I'm gonna say pantry, it's just really a cabinet above my stove that I keep all my spices and stuff in. So I'm gonna start there. I have a bunch of like random like stuff on top of the refrigerator just because we didn't really have too much storage here. So I'm gonna kind of like get that done, and then I'll get into all the cabinets here. All right, into the kitchen we go. I am going to officially stop cooking after today. Now I was getting into this pantry, you can see I'm like everything in here is sticky. I don't know, we have honey, and I guess the kids like moved it around a million times, different shelves. So like every single spice and container and shelf was covered in honey pretty much. So I am wiping things down as I pull it out, and then I wiped all the cabinets down just to kind of get this area clean. I try to leave it as clean as I can. I actually ended up coming back a few days after our move to do an official like deep cleaning out the oven and wiping down all the cabinets and shelves and things just to make sure that it's all back the way that we found it, if not a little bit better. One thing that's going to be a little bit difficult when we get to the new house is that we don't have, it's not a complete home. There won't be any shelving in my pantry quite yet, and there won't be any shelving in my closets or pretty much any room. And so as I'm packing this, I'm thinking through, where am I going to put all this stuff? And so it's going to be one of those things where each day, as my husband works on things and gets more done, the more comfortable the house will become. But for now, we're just going to kind of like make it work. And getting to our farm is going to be so nice to get on some land, and also just to cut down on drive time, because we are going there so often. It'll be nice to not have to drive back and forth. All right, it is moving day. Everything is ready to go in the U-Haul. So much to load. Good thing we have lots of little helpers. It is so cold this morning, so we have official door open and closer so we don't let all the cold air in the house.
Here they go. Did you just jump right?
Even though this was a temporary home for us, it's still a little bittersweet seeing all these rooms empty and closing this chapter. We made a lot of wonderful memories in this home. One of our best ones was finding out that we were expecting baby number 8, and as excited as we are to move on to the next chapter, it's always sad whenever one closes.